So this is Boys Room. You're here. Welcome.
Hey,
This is Boys Room back from holiday. Unholidayed Boys Room.
welcome back.
Um,
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome
things
back.
are bad, man.
Things are great. My back is bad, but
Concrete boy.
I went to, well, I'm going to say one chiropractor, one soma therapy session last week. I should have warned them that I was going to go camping and sleep on an air mattress.
Did you say soma therapy?
Yeah, I think it's
Did
soma therapy. I think that's what it's
wait?
called.
Did they give you something called somas, or is it a special thing that they do to you?
It's like it's kind of like a massage, but like way more direct. It's not massage. It's like
Okay.
almost like pressure point kind of stuff to release things that are all fucked and funked.
You by fate received a soma therapy. Somas were drugs of choice for professional wrestlers in the late 90s, early 2000s. It used to fuck the shit out of them until I
Oh,
think they were banned. Something like you really can't get somas anymore, but they'd all find doctors and get fucked up on somas.
oh yeah, yeah. No, it wasn't medication.
Eh,
It was like a
it
it was
could have
it was
been.
like a more hands-on
Could have been.
chiropractor,
He could have.
less breaking.
Who knew what he was injecting into you?
Well, I hope we didn't inject anything.
He's getting little needles in his gloves.
But I guess I don't know 100% that he didn't inject anything.
You have no proof that you weren't injected with anything, steroids,
Yeah.
hormones. Anyway,
It's
welcome.
what's the joke? You go to a party where you don't know anybody and introduce yourself. He's like, "Hi, I'm Tyler, and I've never been convicted of child sexual porn." I don't know. You just introduce yourself with like a horrendous crime, but you've never been convicted of it.
Never been
Hi, I'm
convicted.
Tyler. I've never been convicted of murder. So, what are we doing tonight?
Be hanging out with Robin.
Yeah, little Uno, little heads up, 7 Up.
Dude, you guys played three hands of Uno and we're not ready for the smoke. So I was like, well, fuck this shit. I'm gonna get high and go to bed. That's all I did every night. Just incredibly, just unreasonably stoned because that's what I was able to do. And it's I was like out. I was like, well, I can't sleep, and no one wakes up at 5 a.m. and I can't kick Brett out of the hammock more than once.
Did you kick him out?
Nah, I really had all right. Intrusive thoughts, right? We all have them. It wasn't a personal thing. I didn't want to like do. I really struggle with myself sometimes, like to keep it together. Like, don't. I'm not a person who's like, oh, I'm on or off. No, like that's just what the fuck I'm like. Like I'm a goofy little boy, and I see stuff and I'm just like, man, wouldn't it be funny and like satisfying if I just ran up to that hammock and drop kicked it as hard as I could. Just like what would happen. Like I thought about it for a second. I was like, man, if I was drunk and it was just the three of us, like me, you, and Brett, I would have done it. If we weren't with our partners and a friend,
This
like
was like tour
yeah, because
on tour.
there's a different mindset. Like when we're and I even noticed when we're out there for real, like we want I'm there with my wife, you're there with your partner, Brett was there with his partner, like and we had a cool friend with us too. And we want everyone to have fun. We get there's a level of maturity we try to keep, even though I'm still being a goof. If it was just the three of us, we would have gone Mad Max. I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, it would have been. Oh well, yes, it would just would
Yeah,
have been darker.
because I think there's like
I wanted to flip him out of the hammock one morning.
and it would have been
The,
hilarious.
the last morning, I think I woke up and I went up and I got into his face and I was like, "Jet's coming," and I
Shit's
just wanted
coming.
to flip him.
I wanted to go fight in the woods. Like I wanted to go like let's go throw rocks at each other in the woods, like dumb shit. Not necessarily that, but
Uh,
like that kind of energy. Like let's go take the crow's nest. We would have. We would have taken the crow's nest. I mean, like,
I want to take Firefly, the nicer campsite, Firefly.
dude, night. I feel like night one, we would have been like, all right, let's go. Like there was a campsite right across from us that was empty. Like we would have taken that as like a secondary base. Like started the purge, but it was fun. We
Welcome to M3.
welcome to the boys' room. Welcome to M3. We're back. So boys' room. Let's have a Coy and Frank boys' room. I actually would like some feedback here, even though we respect your feedback. You've paid your way into the boys' union, but we're already trending in a direction here. But we want, I guess, a final say. So this is phase 2 is coming. Chet's coming. It's happening. There's
That's
merch. Stand up real quick. You gotta show them. Let me see the shirt.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Oh, I'm rolling over my cord. Hold on.
No, just do it. Let them see.
Ah,
Ugh. How'd it hang in the wash? Did it hold up
there
good
we
in the
go.
wash?
I haven't watched it yet. I just wore it while I was sleeping. I was
Okay.
gonna watch it today, but we were gonna do this, so I was like, well, I'll wait.
All
I'll
right.
wear it for this.
Incredible. Like it's going to be so good when we do this. So like this Thursday we'll start like okay, there's merch. Go. And we'll tie it to every post. I honestly think people are going to love these shirts and we got to just keep as the lore progresses more shirts. Chet Chesapeake shirts, Mayor shirts,
Gotta
director
add
shirts.
that nightmare face
It
of
just says
yours with
Mayor.
Mare. Now, is it Mare with an asterisk?
Yes. Brilliant. You know what I mean? Brilliant. Yes. Yes.
I thought about that. I was like, I write Mare. I was like, but I like almost I like if I had the ability, I would put Mare with an asterisk and then down on like the very bottom edge of the shirt, it would be say you like your fucking or
non-governmental
copy
is
yeah,
dictated.
it would say that. But obviously, I don't.
That's
If
tough.
we made these shirts by hand, I would do that.
The
but-
more, and really, if you're a patron over here, you get a discount. Honestly, I like the idea of merch helping get patrons too, like because they, you
Yeah.
know,
So that's the other thing. And I know that Chaz Banger already bought a shirt. I found out after because I didn't know you were going to talk about it on the thing. So, but
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Don't leave me alone.
yeah. But we do. I can like send something essentially that gets you like $15 off a shirt.
All right.
He's
Glad he supported us.
Yeah, and like if you have anybody, you can send it to. Like it's just in our little login. I don't know I don't even know. It might just be like an everybody can send something. I have no idea.
Right.
But there is like a thing where you can just send somebody's email address when you sign up and just
Nice.
send something.
Well, that's good. So we'll send one out to everyone.
Yeah.
And we'll do that, but probably at some point. I got to get my dog. So after I get my dog, I'll figure all that out. Send me the links. We'll get it all sent out to you guys, and it's happening. Merch is here. It's a part of the big next bit. So phase 2 is going to be with us for a really long time. We're not out of phase 1, but the writing of phase 1 is over. It is done. And we're moving on to the greatest character the Mayor CU is ever going to see, the most powerful, godlike, Galactus be damned. Okay. Now, I'm really excited. I'm excited for all this merch to come out. I'm excited just to have shit to push and talk about.
Yeah. And honestly, this is perfect because I kind of wanted to bring. I know I might have discussed this a little bit. Of just like okay, so this first phase, as we've called it, it's a stop it, dog. It's essentially it happened on social media.
It started in 2017. It did.
Yeah.
It's been like this slow burner. Again, they didn't know Iron Man 1. They didn't know it was going to be an MCU, but continue.
Yeah. But our story, our world that we've been building has essentially happened on like Wikipedia, the website, Facebook, Instagram, and then like some phone calls we've had. And then now we've just added some YouTube videos. I'm trying to figure out the best direction of like how do we utilize the mainline feed, I guess, for pushing because we're obviously going into more like almost this weird lore story that's just over Crofton, but we're a podcast, but we're in this world, but we're controlling this world. I'm trying to. I was having like not a brain fart, like a whole thing. I need to get the big drawing board out again and draw a giant picture, just like where does everything fit in, and how do we tell this story? Because I think want to try and make it. Like when we do stuff on social media, maybe like I want to try and start screenshotting everything that we do, or like saving all the posts, screenshot everything, so we can like almost like not storyboard it, but like have it all in one place for like at least like the Patreon people.
How does it make sense? How does it tie in? I want to reward the people who pay.
Because there's so much that you've done on social media that probably nobody has seen.
Yeah.
Other than the people that you have like attacked.
You're really good. Like, so you're good at pushing like the stuff that you do. People know because it's very like it's pushed and it's like algorithm friendly.
You're in the comment section. You're trolling in the comment section and just like you'll just start tagging me and tagging stuff, and that's cool. That drags it to the front too. But I definitely want to start trying to like I thought about going back and trying to grab because you had like 2 weeks where you were just like berating people as the mayor.
Yeah, man, I was pissed. They were disrespecting me. That's what we
and
stopped. That's what I stopped. We after that spree, I
Yeah.
put all the disclaimers up. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
let me be extra careful.
So yeah, I definitely want to be like, okay, for this next phase, like maybe not set like where you can kind of like follow the story because like Patreon people we talk about it too, and even like on the main feed, like we talk about it. But it's like how are we going to bring it all even more to life?
Yeah.
I'm just excited to figure that out. It's not even necessarily like an answer I want right now. It's just like my dream. I was just like, okay, how do we make everything even more tied in, but like almost cohesive? Because this first phase,
Yeah.
we've been like, it's just, I mean, what episode 1 was 2 hours like of the main line. It was
We didn't know what
2
this
hours.
was. We were doing a podcast,
Yeah.
and then it was like, well, what's our podcast about? I think we were insecure with Penny. Did you poop? Come here. This is all part of the boys' room. Come here. I will do a
Nice.
live changing on air. I actually have fully planned out. Penny, come here. You have to let me check you. Penny, you have to let me check you, but I have to stay in mic range. You're a jerk. Come here. Get over here. Why are schools out? Get over here. Gotcha.
But yeah.
All right. So keep going. I'm just gonna
Yeah, I was like, I
check.
keep talking to everybody. You do check. But yeah, I think I just want to try and figure out how we're going to make,
Fart.
because it's essentially we're coming up a story. It's almost like we're writing a television series,
Yeah.
but it's like an augmented reality television series that
Mhm.
we're all in,
It's our own thing.
and we're in the world, but we're also a part of it. But we also give behind the scenes of how we build it.
Yeah. It's
So
really
it's-
just for me. It's the pot for I. This is the simplified version I have, but I like the idea of the whiteboard to really nail it down. It's
Yeah.
really just. It's open to interpretation, but I like the idea of like if I'll give some examples, like SwearNet. That's the Trailer Park, boys. There's what's other ones? Tim Heidecker is another good example of these ones that I'm looking at, where it's like they're creating this mockumentary, alternate reality type thing that they really try to live. They half live it, but then they also half like, I'm a character. Like I make it pretty clear. I do a show called The Vlog. Like that's very much like that's me. As close as to that's as close to me when I'm like talking and not like doing something, like when you catch me mid conversation. But like
I think Trailer Park Boys is a really good example. I know that they do other like comedy tours and podcasts so like that. I haven't listened to them, but just the fact that you're kind of being like, they're characters, but they're also that I like that analogy.
Well, there's
I think
also
that'll help us.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Fucking lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that'll help us not like focus our path.
We don't need to be too forceful on ourselves with the rules. It's ours. We do whatever we want. But I like the idea. So Patreon, I feel comfortable here being like, hey, watch us work. Watch. That's what the boys room is. Watch us work.
Somebody commented on a City of Crofton community.
Oh, baby.
Jen Cameron. Let's see what she said. You can keep going. I'm just bringing this up.
No, I want to see. I want to hear what this person has to say.
Let's see. Oh, that's M3. Sorry, I have 50 pages I am in charge of, so I got to jump around. Yeah, I don't know if you just saw. I just made a Crofton post, and it was.
I have Facebook muted. Your
Oh.
dog is going.
Yeah, he wants to leave. No, you probably can't see that. It's probably like super blurry. It just says, "Remember, the basketball courts are for basketball." This is a subtle warning from the City of Crofton. And it's just like it's a nice picture of a basketball net.
Did you see
somebody just posted? I'm kind of curious what happened to prompt this post.
Yo, so the Crofton, the crab camp for kids post is it got a little bit more. That picture that Callie took of us, where I'm just kind of like watching you float in the water.
Oh, did we talk about the radio post?
No, we would know. I think that's so. Let's touch on it here, but I really want to save that. Like we'll fully talk about it. There's so much lore that'll blow up on these next 2 episodes. I don't think there's gonna be much evergreen stuff. I really feel like it's gonna be like essentially 2 connected episodes. It's gonna be a Blue Streak 2 and 3 type situation again.
I haven't checked it in a couple days.
It's phenomenal. So we were laying something out. I gotta lay something out for the boys.
Yeah, this post or something else.
Oh no. So characters and stuff. But we'll
Okay.
get there. We're hopping all around, but that's the boys' room. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So, and then I do want to get to the audience. There's something I want to like talk about with content making.
Mhm.
So characters. I like the idea of, again, it's Patreon. This is Alex. That's Tyler. You know, no mayor, no director. These are the people who make it. You know, hi, this is us. On certain places like social medias and YouTubes and like I have a Twitter account. I just hop in and out. I like wrestlers posts and shit, but then I also like do other stuff. I compare that to Tim Heidecker has the On Cinema universe. He has the Tim and Eric universe. He has the Office Hours universe, and they're all him. It's the character is Alex, Tim Heidecker, and in this case, I'm Alex Walski. I'm Alex Walski, the mayor. There's Alexander Walski, mayor of Crofton. There's me. There's just the me, like the real me. And then, I mean, there's Chet Chesapeake. There's all the other fucking ones too, but there's really kind of two Alexes,
Yeah.
the mayor and me. But they're the same but different. Like, it's just hard to explain.
I really need to like almost like sit down and like figure out who I want the director to be. Because the
You have a lot of
director's just
time.
been like a non-character character.
Mhm.
It's just like, and then like, well, like Pete Clays,
That
which
makes
is
it
like,
easy, though. That makes it easy because the director is something
yeah,
that has time. There's time. We
yeah,
know it's you, but it's like, what are you? Like, think about what, I'm trying to think of people who didn't reveal themselves until later on. Like, there's time to, it's the Breaking Bad thing. It's like, all right, we have a machine gun. Like, that's it. That's cool. We have a machine gun. And in this case, we have Chet, but we've made it clear, like, I've said, Chet's a fucking Terminator god, man. But the director's the ultimate evil. So like, then what's that going to be? So that's our machine gun. It's like, well, then
yeah.
what's worse than Chet? So let's see what Chet does. Let's see what the fuck happens
Oop,
with
hold
what
on
he
just a
creates.
second.
No, let him in. Let him in.
Oop.
It's professional calls. Now go for it. Welcome
Yeah.
to the boys' room. Professional calls. This is what happens when you don't pay us. When we have to live normal lives.
Right.
One
My
day.
Callie's calling me, but we're in the house together.
There's.
Just-
Don't answer the phone. That's not me. You get a text. That other Callie's not me.
I'm a ghost.
Negative Callie. Do this.
We're very professional.
I don't care.
Yeah.
This is a boys' room.
Yeah.
All right. We've returned to boy form. If it goes to voicemail, I can just maybe it was butt dial.
Maybe it was. Maybe but I don't know.
I don't know, man. All right. Maybe she's in grave danger in the house. It's one or the other.
We'll find out.
In about 40 minutes now. So we have that. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just whatever we want it to be. I have mediums I want to do it through. Again, we can do the podcast series. It's like DC, man. They have comics, they have movies, they have games, they have whatever. Whatever medium is available to us, I want to pursue it. Animation is one that's definitely going to be available to us. So I want to animate something. Maybe it could be we could make a series. You could do a director series. You could do a mayor series. Again, when the mayor has to go into exile, that's its own series. It's really just as it comes. Let M3 just be the fucking. Let people come to this. It's just a podcast, but we do things off the podcast. It's just
Yeah. Live in the world.
making a world, big world. I don't even know what it is at this point, but I like the idea of it. Just keep going. Shirts. There's shirts like that's it too. Like you're the Throb Hogs. You're wearing
Got
it.
Throb Hogs. Throb Hogs, baby.
You're wearing an example of what we want to do. We want to say funny things and then make funny things, and then we want you to buy the funny things. That's sorry.
Got big dreams.
Yeah, if you don't want to buy the funny things, you don't have to. But the premium people who are here, they understand. They want to join the union of boys, the premium union of boys, the PUOB. Anyway,
They start their own union.
yeah, moving on. That's just kind of stuff. And then recording wise, this is what I do want to get into. So I'm like not low energy, but I'm relaxed. I'm still like Woods Alex. I'm like,
Yeah.
how do
I
go
mean,
back?
Woods people.
Mhm.
It's a lot.
No,
It's
sunburned. But not that bad. Just like a nice glaze, a nice crispy glaze.
a little glaze will do you.
Dude, out there glaze in the streets, maybe. Oh no, we're out there glazing.
Yeah.
I'm out there just glassing, just glazing. So this is what I think maybe we should do for a little bit. So before I go into anything, you'll get an idea what I'm talking about. Us doing Bo Burnham's Inside, that was promised to Chives, and I do want to do that for him. Definitely. So for sure, at some point, I said this month, and we're almost halfway through. But so it'll come up as normal with Patreon stuff. It just kind of, when it's ready, it's ready. It'll be a nice special surprise. And maybe we'll do a video version. Who knows? We'll figure out something. But I do want to do that. But for now, I'm thinking it might be more practical to put the music and movie reviews on a monthly, like the bi-monthly, whatever basis, on a bit of a hiatus for now, because there's a lot to do. With the recording, it would go something like this. I was actually kind of inspired by not something Maddie wanted, or I don't know if he wanted this. Something he said. He said, "Hey, does this episode have a B-sides?" And I kind of like the idea of every episode has one, because we always have some stuff left. Keeping the episodes to an hour, and then, hey, there's a B-sides attached to this. It's about 30 to 35 minutes, and everything comes out to about an hour and 30. And that's kind of how the recording sessions would go every 2 weeks. That's all the mainline stuff, like all the in-person stuff, all the lore and the stuff that we make most of our clips. Essentially, it's like the stuff that we plan on making most of our clips about. We're recording in person, and we're doing 4 shows, every 2 weeks. And that's gonna come out to about 4 hours of recording because we take the breaks.
Yeah,
but it's also a little easier on us. We get more shows done. Because the movies, you listen to Beyond the Mat. If we get excited about something, we'll go on about it for a while.
Especially if it's something like we've seen about, or or whatever, then it's even easier to go at it.
I don't want to shelve it forever. I like the idea of doing it when we want and doing it kind of like this remotely. I like the idea of just watching the movies when we can do it. We can still do it note style, but just whenever we don't have to interrupt our family's lives, and we can just do it whenever we want to. And it's just an extra added bonus into the Patreon now. We even change it, just do boys reviews, the boy review or something, I don't know, and review anything, The Bo Burnham's Inside was like a conundrum, because it's like, is it music, is it movie, is it, what do you call that? So you could just consolidate all of it and just have a review show.
Anything and everything, all of the time.
So so that's, I think that's the best for now. Just every week you get Boys Room on Monday, mainline and B-sides on Thursday, midnight, Friday. And then, you're getting...
Oh, yeah, we got to change. We got to make sure that thing is...
I did.
The time zone thing.
I went, and then it did it fucking again, so...
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know if it was maybe because that one was already saved. So maybe it just, I don't know. But I saw it came out, and I went, fuck it.
But that's just so annoying. But then on top of that, the vlog, I'm going to try to get to one a week. But I have to be alone. I really do. There's a certain energy of that show that I want to keep consistent. And it's just very no notes. It's like I just say a word. I'm like, all right, I'm doing this. And then just as honestly as I can talk about it. Do as few jokes as I can. And I always joke, but I do try to have a serious conversation with myself. So I'm going to try to get back on. Those are on Twitch, and that's the free Patreon stuff. Me and Maddie and you got to hang out soon and just chat. Just because we're going to do a dry run of the Rockville residency. I think on YouTube, we're going to do a Patreon exclusive live stream that we can advertise maybe just one day before. Just hey, got to be a patron to see it. It is the dry run. I'd like to do one at the end of the month and make it his residency at end of the month thing. You end every month. Especially at the end of August is the end of summer blowout. And it just helps. New Year's Eve, whatever, close to that. You can do it so we can go out and party, but New Year's Eve morning, I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas. But that's coming. We have an idea of what we want, but it'll just be nice for all of us to talk and hear each other's voices and see each other's faces. And we could maybe even do that Thursday on the computer so you could see both of us and we can talk to him. Call him on Discord.
I haven't heard his voice in a while.
It would be weird. I miss him.
It's been well, I guess I saw him play on Facebook Live. But...
We're going to get him back. We're getting him back. And then I won't give too much away. We already talked about the Buck stuff. We gotta reach out to him. Figure out more of that. It's gonna be a lot of work though, so we gotta let that just go slow.
Yeah.
Maybe start with some chats, some Buck chats, see where that goes. Almost like pilot, like a little pilot. Like
Chats.
I really want to do that Buckumentary, the Buck Pod, and as long as that takes, we'll get there. We got to put our own stuff first. But
Yeah. I mean, we're trying to transfer over.
but with a budget, you know what I mean. That's why like with Patreon and Twitch is like if there's more of a budget, there's more time, and that's something that I want to lock in the like. All right, Buck, let us have that, and let's get some stuff recorded. Let's get some stuff in the can, and then just give us time, and let us build some stuff because the more people come to it, But I like the idea of getting some stuff in the can with him and then putting it on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Maybe a little snippet. He brought something up where he was like, I should do something with you guys and kind of just like say, hey, I'm doing something with them. I like the idea of us just making it known that we're doing something, kind of drum up excitement, because the more excitement, the more people are interested,
We got to get his lazy ass over here on Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch.
If we work with him though, he gets premium access, premium reimbursement. I told Maddie every stream he does, I'll send you a $5 premium reimbursement fee. Because I don't want to lose the number. Please don't go. Don't go yet.
Yeah.
So that's happening. That's gonna be great. And then Twitch, just the M3 games. I want to do the show. A game you should buy. And I like the idea of us practicing the video man and editor man, that just like music and lyric thing, because you're really good with making the clips. I want you to try with some raw footage, because I think you can make some good shit. Like I want to get a green screen and shit and
see how that does. I mean, I've edited real footage. It's just been a long time.
But like the YouTube,
I did all the videos with like Andrew,
and they were really good. The Wise Eyes ones. So like I know you do good with raw footage, but like what can we get something picked up in the algorithm? And M3 Games is good for that. I got a nice little, I know some topics that would be really good, and I'll send you some examples, like just essentially just me, the raw footage, maybe get a green screen behind me so we could play with some stuff, doing that kind of commentary stuff with, I'll send you 40 to 50 minutes, maybe longer, of me talking about something, and you bring it down to 7, 10.
Go to town.
Yeah, just do a like I've sent my part, and you just do what you want, and that's what it is.
I'm gonna do your video, and I'm gonna do another extra video where it's called "Edit an hour-long video to 30 seconds and make it make sense."
Yes, definitely. There's a niche little video game market. There's a lot of videos I want to do on like for M3 Games. I think a market. It's what I play. I play shit like this, fucking old sports games, and talking about those, a different era. Like there's really deep things I can talk about there that are really interesting. I like the idea of M3 is cool because you can do anything, dude. If you just one day you're like, man, I really hockey, I want people to know. Fuck, there could be M3 hockey. Who fucking cares? There could be M3 blank.
We did 10 minutes of sports on the last episode, I think.
Yeah, if other people like, it's just don't let it. It's as big as we want it to be. We could do mayor bits. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thursday. Thursday. Hey, everybody. Welcome to M3. On Thursday, the commissioner of the IFL receives a fruit basket from the mayor and the director.
What if he calls my phone number? Curses me.
So I was good. I just wanted to remind you, Thursday, have your stuff set up all day.
Okay.
Until you have to come here.
Because
I think I tried to set it up for a pre-noon delivery.
Okay.
Because I figured it was like, if somebody's going to call, then hopefully it would be before you're on the way.
What if it's just this is the last? So this is the last final Hail Mary with the IFL bit. This is it. Fitting. This is the last chance. This is the last ditch effort we're gonna make to keep them here. Otherwise, it was great to have them as long as we did.
Yeah.
We got to walk away.
Enjoy the fruit basket and the condolences. It's a sympathy card.
Oh my God.
For losing the Louisville team.
What if he doesn't? What if like the front reception? They're like, reception gets to take that. No, they're accessible. I have real confidence that he's gonna get the basket. I'm believing. You know, I'm believing in this.
Like, even because I didn't send it to his like home because I thought that would be too much. I sent
No.
it to the IFL headquarters, or even to his gym. I sent it to IFL headquarters.
Okay.
So he might not physically get it,
I want him to know
But
that it got sent.
but yeah, he. How does that not get discussed? Like
Do we tell him?
the
Do we tell him?
like 100% it gets discussed. Like, hey, you got a sympathy gift basket from the mayor and the director.
Yes.
Throb hogs? Do you know what the throb hogs are?
Throb. So much. It's spilling over so much that I really just want to dedicate when we come together every 2 weeks. The in-person stuff, it has to stay. I like it being our original content. I like us talking about original things. Penny, you want a juice? Thank you. She just came sprinting in. She just crammed her way into the room with a broken straw. Jesus, you tried this yourself, girl, didn't you? Oh, she's hilarious. My daughter is a fucking tank lady. All right, go.
Punch that straw.
But besides that, so just look forward to like the next 2 weeks of podcasts and B-sides. There'll be a B-sides for each one. We'll talk about some other stuff too. Name names like we normally do, obviously. But it's usually like 60-40. Naming names and having fun and lore.
Yeah.
It may dip to 70-30 a little bit the next 2 weeks.
Hey, we just put out a bunch of phone calls that are probably not supposed to be out in the world.
Hey, but $5, you
Other
get
than
them.
the Steny Hoyer one, maybe? No.
I said you're live on the air for every single one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Except for
Todd, right?
But I could,
Yeah.
hey man, you know, it's my word against his. I could have said,
I'm going to edit it in. Live on the air.
yeah, my word against yours, Todd. Even though
Yeah.
I'm admitting it right now.
Hey, we just sent him fresh pears.
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Fucking die. I didn't hear that until I went back and listened. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
He knew.
Yeah.
All right. So that's just a brief overview. We can't really get too deep because we're gonna riff our way through so much the next 2 weeks. Like we've laid it down. The ingredients we're bringing so many ingredients to our little cookout, and we're just gonna chop up whatever gets chopped up. We may call a couple people. Who fucking knows? I love it.
Dude.
I'm excited.
So I just want to briefly talk about the radio show post.
Yes.
So I made not a throwaway post, but like, you know, we're gonna start introducing phase 2 stuff, but I want to just start putting it out there into the ethos of like kind of what we're gonna do. I made a random post in 5 minutes, and it was just like new morning radio show coming to Crofton. Stay tuned for more details. And then I said, like, the city of Crofton and its leadership and business council are excited to announce that like a new morning radio show coming to our great city. Blah 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 blah. All of y'all probably saw the post.
Yeah.
And then I tagged, not thinking about it, I tagged DC 101, WTMD, 98 Rock, Hot 95.
You do that every time. You don't think about the consequences. You just tag a bunch of people.
I just tag a bunch of people.
You tagged Nana Angelos at every Crofton post for like 2 weeks for some reason.
Yeah.
You just left him in. You
I
left
thought
him
it was
in.
funny. I thought it was funny. So most of our posts, unless I put money behind it, like a real good one will break like 100 people reached.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more. Like we'll share it, and it'll be between 1 and 200 people. Like if we share it a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, most of our posts don't, unless it's something spicy or whatever. It's really fun. This one, and then like I'll put money behind something, and we'll get up to like maybe around like 1,500.
Yeah.
Reached, something like that. This one I hadn't checked in a day or two. We're at 2,350 people
Because
reached
they know. Because they know.
with no money behind it.
So now we have to deliver a real morning show.
I know. I think I threatened the other radios. I don't know. And then like random people started sharing it and like commenting on like it, because I shared it in a couple different groups. So some people were like, "Oh wow," and like tagging local musicians, because I made a post as me sharing the City of Crofton post in a Crofton group, being like, "Hey, like, did anybody see this? Like, does anybody know?"
I saw that. You're fucking guerrilla marketing.
It's like, anybody know if like can like local bands get on this? And then some people were tagging local musicians,
And we'll put him on, but like you might like just doing a weird Chet bit, just like about him, about his power, and then like, all right, we're gonna throw it over to the fucking Crofton Arctic Monkeys, and let's go the single. I don't know, some shit, whatever it is, and just play a song.
Yeah.
I'm so open. That's why, like Chet, it's like, well, what mediums? Anything from an animated feature-length film to an AM radio show. Anything. Whatever medium is available. Again, I always go back. I call it Mayor CU because it's undeniable that like I'm inspired by the structure, the idea of like there's movies, there's shows, there's comics, there's games, there's this, there's that. But if we want to tie it all into one, we can, and we just will. If we want to, right now there's yet another universe, dude. If we want to make another fucking dimension, we can. We can get there when we want to get there. Phase 6 when we have to burn everything again.
The multimare.
Yeah, the multimare. Oh, man, there you go, dude. Right, multimare. Holy fuck, dude. There's gonna be multimares. I feel like, what are they fighting about? What are y'all fighting about over there? All right, I'm wrapping up the boys' room anyway. I'm coming in hot. Last thing, and I want to leave the boys' room here. Just the big teaser. We are going to enter phase 2. One of the biggest, and besides like Chet, obviously Chet is, Chet's kind of a part of phase 1 though. Obviously, he's coming in. The first true bit of phase 2, crypto. Crypto.
Hey man, the woods are a fun place,
We went
You
into
can really
the woods.
just dream.
But this isn't a dream. And I'm going to make our crypto dreams a reality. And that's all I want to leave you with. We have shown you the delicious ingredients. Imagine somebody showing you everything they're about to cook with and be like, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to cook. Because they don't know.
I don't know.
It's a mystery meal. And that is the name of the episode. The next M3 is going to be called Mystery Meal. The Mystery Meal.
Can we MEEL? Mystery meal?
Yep. There it is. The Mystery Meal. Because you're misspelling. We'll talk about that too. Okay.
Yeah.
This has been a very lively boys' room. Very, very just like, this is what's coming. We're very excited. We're going to do the Bo Burnham thing soon. Very soon. We'll talk about and maybe watch it over the next couple of days. So we got you, Chives. We haven't forgotten about you. You're impeccable. Impenetrable.
Impeccable.
And you are a character in some capacity. Even if they're just like, he exists. There's just a guy called Chives Banger, and he runs a bagel shop and ammo depository that we need to use at some point. I don't know. There was a welding shop and beer store out on the river, so anything is possible.
Dreams.
All right. That's it. Boys' room. Boys. We will see you guys for big lore pie coming up over the next 2 weeks.
Thursday.
Bye.
See ya.